In the pursuit of greatness, it's not just about talent or skill. It's about an unwavering commitment to growth, a willingness to endure hardships, and an obsession with being the best version of yourself. Imagine standing at the foot of a mountain named after legends, a place where only the greatest dare to tread. This is the challenge Kobe Bryant willingly embraced throughout his life. His story isn't merely one of basketball excellence. It's a testament to relentless effort, resilience, and a mentality that refuses to quit. He showed us what it means to push beyond limits, to sacrifice for a deeply embedded goal, and to prove that no obstacle is insurmountable when you are determined to succeed. Kobe Bryant's mindset was not just about winning games, it was about embracing the process of becoming better every single day. He learned from the best, Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, seeking wisdom and integrating it into his own practice. Kobe looked up to these legends and wanted to reach their level. It wasn't about natural talent alone, it was about doing everything possible to get better. He described the world as a library, where everything was an opportunity to learn and improve his craft. For Kobe, work ethic was everything. He wasn't the fastest or the most agile, but he compensated with pure determination and relentless effort. He pushed himself every day for over 2 decades, analyzing his weaknesses and working on them. Kobe acknowledged that his jumping ability wasn't as high as others. His hands weren't enormous, and he wasn't exceptionally quick. But instead of accepting those limitations, he worked tirelessly to overcome them, strengthening his hands, studying angles, and mastering skills that allowed him to excel despite his physical limits. Kobe embraced the grind. He enjoyed studying the game from a young age, and it became his emotional refuge. Training, games, and practice transformed him into something greater. He spoke of his mental switch, a moment when everything else disappeared, leaving just him and the game. It was akin to a warrior gearing up for battle. A ritual, a complete immersion in the moment that allowed him to channel his focus and intensity. There were challenges, of course, like those infamous airballs early in his career. Kobe shot multiple airballs in a playoff game, and instead of dwelling on embarrassment, he analyzed what went wrong. He recognized that his legs were weak due to transitioning from a high school season of 35 games to an NBA season of over 80. He understood that if he wanted to succeed, he needed to adapt. So, he did, tailoring his training regimen to ensure his legs were strong enough for the grueling NBA schedule. This pragmatic, relentless drive to improve fueled his growth. Kobe often spoke about Goat Mountain, a metaphorical place where he sought guidance from the greatest players of all time, legends like Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, and Bill Russell. These conversations weren't casual chats. They were opportunities for Kobe to learn the intricacies of the game and understand the level of detail and obsessiveness required to be truly great. It was a choice he made to put basketball above everything else, to commit his entire life to mastering the game. This choice came with sacrifices. Relationships with friends and family often suffered due to his singular focus. But for Kobe, it was worth it. He made no excuses, even when faced with physical pain. There was a game against Toronto in 2000 where his back was severely spasming. Many players would have sat out, but not Kobe. He knew the perception that would come if he missed that game, so he pushed through the pain. He refused to let anything stand in his way. "Today ain't one of them," he said, referring to days he could rest. For Kobe, every opportunity to compete was sacred, and he wasn't about to let anything diminish that. Kobe's post-basketball life was no less intense. He poured his energy into storytelling, mentoring young athletes, and running his studio. He was no longer writing every word or animating every frame, but he drove those around him to be the best. He sought out people who doubted themselves, projects that seemed impossible, because he knew that pushing boundaries was the only way to reach levels previously thought impossible. It wasn't just about what he could do anymore. It was about inspiring others to achieve greatness. Even in the face of his Achilles injury, Kobe showed what true resilience looked like. He tore his Achilles during a game, yet he went to the free throw line, made his shots, and walked off the court under his own power. For him, it was never about the obstacle itself, but about how he responded to it. He refused to let the injury define him or dictate the end of his career. Instead, he faced it head-on, assuring his children and fans alike that he would overcome it. Kobe's story is one of commitment, sacrifice, and the pursuit of excellence. He lived by the principle that if you put in the work, if you dedicate yourself entirely to your craft, you can achieve greatness. But it came at a cost: relationships, comfort, and sometimes even physical well-being. Yet for Kobe, the pursuit of being the best version of himself was worth every sacrifice. Kobe Bryant's journey reminds us that greatness is not just about the end result. It's about the process, the struggle, and the sacrifices made along the way. One of the most profound aspects of his mentality was his ability to keep pushing forward, no matter the setbacks. He believed every obstacle was an opportunity to learn, adapt, and grow stronger. This relentless pursuit of improvement, even in the face of failure, is what set him apart. His dedication to his craft also serves as a lesson in discipline. Kobe didn't allow himself to be swayed by distractions or excuses. He chose the hard path, the one filled with early mornings, grueling workouts, and sacrifices that most people aren't willing to make. He understood that true success comes from giving everything you have, even when no one is watching, even when the outcome is uncertain. Kobe's approach to life teaches us that if you truly want something, you have to be willing to put in the work, to face your fears, and to push through pain and discomfort. He showed us that it's not enough to have dreams. You need the courage and determination to chase them relentlessly. Every setback he faced, from missed shots to career-threatening injuries, became a stepping stone toward his ultimate goal, becoming the best version of himself. Kobe's mentality extended to every aspect of his life. Whether venturing into storytelling, content creation, or mentoring the next generation of athletes, Kobe approached each endeavor with the same intensity and passion. His Mamba mentality became synonymous with striving for excellence and inspired countless individuals, from athletes to entrepreneurs to artists. The Mamba mentality wasn't just about winning. It was about being willing to put in the work when no one else was watching, to make sacrifices that others wouldn't, and to push yourself beyond your limits. One key aspect of Kobe's success was his ability to embrace discomfort. He knew growth only happens when you step outside your comfort zone. Whether it was taking on new challenges on the court or pushing his body through grueling workouts, Kobe thrived in situations that most would shy away from. He often spoke about welcoming pressure and adversity because he knew these moments truly defined a person. It was this mindset that allowed him to sink clutch shots in the final seconds of a game, to come back stronger after injuries, and to perform at the highest level, even when faced with seemingly insurmountable challenges. Kobe's relentless drive was fueled by insatiable curiosity. He wanted to understand every aspect of the game: how to exploit defenses, how to read opponents, and how to find even the smallest advantage. This curiosity extended beyond basketball as well. When he retired from the NBA, Kobe didn't rest on his laurels. He threw himself into new projects, from writing and producing to building a content studio. He approached each venture with the same hunger for knowledge and desire to master his craft. He was never satisfied with just being good. He wanted to be the best, and he knew that required continuous learning and growth. Another important lesson from Kobe's journey is the power of self-belief. Kobe believed in himself, even when others doubted him. He was willing to bet on himself, to take risks, and to embrace failure as a necessary part of growth. He once said, "If you're afraid to fail, then you're probably going to fail." For Kobe, failure wasn't something to be feared. It was something to be learned from. Each missed shot, each mistake was an opportunity to get better. He didn't shy away from taking the big shot, even if it meant he might miss, because he knew that greatness required courage. This belief in himself, combined with his work ethic, allowed him to achieve feats that others only dreamed of. Kobe's story underscores the importance of purpose. He knew why he was doing what he was doing. His purpose wasn't just to win championships. It was to inspire, to uplift, and to show what was possible when you commit yourself fully to your goals. This sense of purpose drove him through tough times, kept him focused when others would have given up, and allowed him to find joy in the struggle. Even after his playing days were over, Kobe continued to live with purpose, using his platform to inspire the next generation and share his passion for storytelling and creativity. The sacrifices Kobe made along the way remind us that greatness comes at a price. He openly acknowledged that his relationships suffered because of his commitment to basketball. He missed family events, time with friends, and moments that most people take for granted. But for Kobe, these sacrifices were necessary. He understood that to be the best, you have to give up the things that most people aren't willing to. He wasn't interested in balance. He was interested in greatness. This isn't to say his approach is the only way, but it powerfully reminds us that achieving something extraordinary often requires extraordinary sacrifices. Kobe's journey also highlights the importance of resilience. He faced numerous setbacks throughout his career, injuries, losses, criticism, but he never let them define him. Instead, he used them as fuel to come back stronger. When he tore his Achilles, many thought it was the end of his career. But Kobe refused to let that be the case. He worked tirelessly to rehab, get back on the court, and prove he could still compete at the highest level. His resilience wasn't just physical, it was mental and emotional as well. He could stay focused on his goals, even when things weren't going his way, and keep pushing forward no matter how difficult the path became. Kobe's influence extended far beyond the basketball court. He inspired people from all walks of life to pursue their passions with relentless determination. He showed us that it's not enough to have talent. You have to be willing to put in the work, make sacrifices, and stay committed to your goals, even when the odds are against you. His story is a testament to the power of hard work, discipline, and an unbreakable spirit. Kobe's legacy is not just the championships he won or the records he set. It's the countless lives he touched, the people he inspired, and the example he set for what it means to live with purpose and passion. Kobe Bryant's journey teaches us that greatness is not given, it is earned through dedication, resilience, and an unyielding work ethic. He showed us that our limitations are not the end but the beginning of the path to self-improvement. When we face obstacles, we can either let them define us or let them fuel us. Kobe chose the latter, and in doing so, he inspired millions to do the same. The most profound lesson we can take from his life is that no matter how talented you are, it's the work you put in that defines your legacy. It's about showing up every day, ready to give your all, and refusing to let anything stand in your way. His story is a testament to the power of resilience, the importance of maintaining a strong mindset, and the belief that true greatness lies in the journey, not just the destination. Kobe's life was a powerful example of what it means to live with purpose, passion, and an unrelenting drive to be the best.